So look, we go through life and we see things that happen that we should speak up and say something.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But we don't always do that.
I feel like we were just talking about this.
Yeah, just at dinner.
Wow.
I don't know what route you're
I don't know
going
how
to go with
we were
this,
going with it, but we were just talking about that.
So, something needs to be said. I haven't always lived up to this myself. Okay? Sometimes we need to stand up, speak up, and, tell somebody that what you're doing is wrong.
Okay.
Okay? So, I've seen this happen countless times over decades. And I've never...
This has been a big problem for a long time.
I've never said anything. I've never heard anybody else say anything. But it stops today. Today we address this issue.
Oh, man.
That everybody has been ignoring for decades.
And everyone has experienced?
Probably.
Okay.
We need to put a stop to people who lick their fingers before they count out money or open a plastic bag.
Are you talking like at Kroger when you're checking out and they're like
at the gas station?
Just at all times.
Look, public service announcement. There is no need to lick your fingers before you open a plastic bag. First of all, if you do this job 40 hours a week, if there is anybody in the world that should be able to successfully open a plastic bag without licking your fingers, it's them.
Yeah.
The only thing, if you're listening out there, Speedway or whatever gas stations out there,
all of our sponsors for
when you interview, the only thing you need to ask is, can you open this plastic bag? If you give them a plastic bag and they can't open it without licking their fingers, they're not qualified to do the job. I don't want to smell your breath every time I take a drink of my soda because for whatever reason you decided to bag my bottle like this after you licked your fingers.
That's gross.
So every single time I have to put my lip up against your slobber that you put right here on my bottle. If you work at a gas station, you have an obligation to let the slobber-fingered people know that it's not acceptable to do that. And if you're thinking like, hey, I don't know if I'm one of those people, I just do it out of habit, I will tell you a few ways you can tell. Number one, if you have regular customers who, instead of getting a bag, carry 13 items in their arms, they are avoiding you bagging. If you have people that grab the bag without grabbing the handles,
you might be a bag licker.
Yes. It needs to stop. This has been weighing on me for decades.
How many people do you run across to do this?
Dude, it happens all the time. And if you're a smoker out there, we can tell when we take a drink of our soda. The other thing, if you're a teacher out there and you're passing out papers and you're licking it and passing out papers, how would you like it if all 30 of your students for every period licked their fingers before they passed the paper back to you? It needs to stop.
Or just lick the paper.
Or just lick the paper.
It really does need to stop. That's probably not sanitary in any capacity.
It's just gross. If you're out there in the internet world, we have to address this ongoing epidemic. You need to like, follow, retweet, whatever it is to this public service announcement.
We need to get this message out
because it
to the
needs
general
to stop.
populace.
I know a lot of people out there are afraid to address this issue. It's uncomfortable to talk about. So we here at Drew and here are here to help. I will be posting a clip of this. If you know somebody who does this, maybe it's a teacher, maybe it's a coworker,
Maybe it's a best friend.
maybe it's a best friend. Although I question your judgment if you have a best friend that's a slobber finger. If you find yourself in this situation, give it to them gently by sending them a simple link to this video.
Yes.
They will get the message.
Yes.
And if you have any suggestions on good hashtags we could use,
Hashtag liquorvention.
yeah,
Liquorvention.
leave them in the comments so that we can get this message out.
Ugh.
It needs to be addressed. It's been bothering me for decades. I've never had the courage to say it till today. So, Drew, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Please help us in this fight.
With your help and your dedication, we could put an end to this germ festering epidemic once and for all.